Hello and welcome. Welcome to Joli's Natural Apothecary, where I make lotions and potions to soothe what ails you. How can I help you today? I see. Let me just take some notes. Okay, so so you're feeling menopausal? What other symptoms you've got with that? Right. Depression, lethargy, poor sleep, yeah, okay. Bloated, right. Irritable, What about headaches, tension, anything like that? Right. And what about your eating? Weight gain, yeah. Cravings? Lots of sugary foods, sweets, yeah. And exercise, are you getting any exercise? Too tired to exercise, yeah, I feel you. And 3 meals a day, snacking in between. Right. So generally, how much sleep are you getting a night? Depends. Sometimes you get 2 hours and sometimes it's 10. Okay. Right. Okay, so getting a general sense of overall feeling pretty blah. Yeah, I understand. Okay. Wanting something that's a little pick-me-up. Potentially helps rebalance the hormones. Something more natural than hormone replacement. Okay. And caffeine, alcohol, smoking. That's a fair amount of coffee a day, right? Alcohol, yes and no. Sometimes, okay. And hangovers. Something that's affecting you more now than it used to. Relatable. Smoking? Okay. Yeah. Alright, well. I'll have a read through some of my trusty books. Plant-based skincare. And see what we can find. Right. I'll be able to use that one to reference the oils. Women's issues. So here it's saying menopause is a normal process of life. It simply means you're finishing the fertile time of your life. And the problem is there's been so much negative press about the horrors to expect. Right, it's often thought you'll have a terrible time. Okay, interesting. Alright, so here we have some essential oils that can help. So we have, let me just take some more notes. So, geranium, fennel, that's an interesting one, rose, jasmine, cypress, right. One of my other books and we'll go through what each of those essential oil values are. Okay, so let's begin with geranium. Geranium. So effects on the mind. It influences adrenal cortex, reducing stress. That's good. Effects on the body. Has a clearing and toning effect for liver and kidneys. Helps to eliminate toxins from the body. Yeah, it's really good for sort of kidney and liver issues. Effects on the skin. Useful for all types of skin conditions, balances sebum, keeps skin supple, helps with eczema burns, shingles, herpes, ringworm, chill lights, cleanses, and livens up pale skin. Okay. So here we're sort of seeing. So I can reach it, kidney, liver, fennel. Yes, I did make a comment about fennel. What I was thinking when I made that comment is I've heard that fennel can be quite good at curbing appetite. But I can't find anything that suggests such a thing, and I think it's because it's perhaps not very good for books and places to advertise the fact that something could be aiding with weight loss. Something like fennel tea. Well, this book doesn't talk about it. Right, rose. Yes, I do find it a little bit hard to get information about fennel. But I'll have a look through some other books and see what we come up with. LMNOPQR. Rose. So effects on the mind. Provides comfort. It's warming and comforting. Good to know, yeah. Effects on the body. It's an excellent tonic for the womb. Perfect. Because that's exactly the issues we're facing, isn't it? Our womb is changing and the areas around it, fallopian tubes, etc. It calms premenstrual tension, regulates the menstrual cycle. And okay, with menopause, we're kind of outgrowing that part of ourselves. But it still will have calming effects and help regulate in general. Said to be helpful with sexual difficulties, tones capillaries, suggests activates sluggish circulation, strengthens the stomach and senses. It seems to help clear the alimentary canal. Effects on the skin, particularly good for mature, dry, hard, sensitive skin, soothes inflammation, reduce capillaries. Okay, well that's definitely a thing we find as we're getting older, our skin is more dry. Jasmine. Back in the other direction. G-H-J. Jasmine effects on the mind. Well, it eases depression, so that's a really good one, because you mentioned that. Calms the nerves, it's warming, warms the emotions. Okay, it's generally revitalizing. Liberates imagination. Interesting. Okay. An effective hormone balance in postnatal depression. But hormone imbalance in general. It's really quite good for what we're dealing with here, because it's not necessarily postpartum depression, it's a little bit of menopausal depression, very similar. Helps us establish, relieves cramping. Okay, effects on the skin. Particularly dry and sensitive skin increases elasticity. We definitely want that, don't we? As we get older, our elasticity diminishes. Alright, back to C for Cyprus. Effects on the mind. Release anger. There we go. You said that you were feeling quite tense. Yeah, just kind of angry outbursts, swearing a bit more than usual. I understand. Okay, anger. It soothes in times of transition, which is perfect because we're definitely transitioning out of fertility to infertility, maturing of the mind and the body. It helps with sweating as well. Oh, hot sweats. Yeah, we did forget to mention that, but that's a thing as well. Right. Okay, fix on the skin, controls excess levels of water. Perfect, because we did talk about bloating, didn't we? Okay, just plonk that down there. So, here, what did we call it? Sweats. And alleviates bloating. Right. Nice. So fennel, I'm just going to see if I can find something else about fennel. G-H-I. Let's have a look what it says. Do you have fennel at home? You might be able to make a tea with the dried prawns. Sprinkle some fennel seeds in your dinner. Right. Fennel seeds can be made into an infusion which can then be used as compress for inflamed eyes and eyelids. Okay. Doesn't talk about the specifics of it there. Let me consult one of my other books. Alright, let's have a look. EFG. So fennel here, it's warming. Yes, it's circulatory stimulant, anti-inflammatory, mild expectorant, and diuretic. So yeah, that would mean diuretic, that it helps remove excess water from the body. Yeah, again, definitely helps with the bloating. Alright, so okay, so what I think I'll do today is make you a really lovely oil that you can rub onto your belly, and also temples and other things under your nose, that sort of thing. Just sort of breathe it in, inhale, let the scents of the oil soothe you, but also applying it to your skin will give those skin properties as well. Yeah, alright. And we'll put it in one of these really lovely decorative jars. You can just kind of dab it on yourself. I'll get to that in a moment. So let us find the oils. Geranium. Would you like to pick a card? Let's be good to yourself. important, I think, as we get older to find ways to nurture ourselves. So what I like to do is just kind of play with the cards, have a feel, and you just tell me which one you feel like stopping on. This one? Okay. Strive to break free of self-blame and regret. Discover your efforts, limit your dreams, and compromise your happiness. And regrets that discourage your efforts, limit your dreams, and compromise your happiness. I think I said the wrong word then, but there you go. You keep that and have a look at that. Have a read whilst I find the oils. I feel like that's really apt right now because as you near middle age, there tends to be moments of regrets, feeling about missed opportunities and stuff, but there's always time to seek and achieve your dreams. So where were we? Fennel, rose, jasmine, cypress. Fennel, rose, jasmine, cypress. Usually it's staring me in the face and I still miss it, so there we go, cypress. Okay, so we'll get 50 ml of carrier oil. In this case we're going to be going with apricot. Okay. To that we'll add 10 drops of geranium. Nice. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You want to make it grow. That's okay, you get a little sneaky one extra there. It happens from time to time. Just put that in there to hold it up straight. 10, 5. pour out, and others may like to wait until Christmas. That one was interesting. Slow then fast. Rose. And this rose is in herb oil. Because rose essential oil in its purest form is quite expensive. And when you see how rose is made, you can understand why it costs so much. It can be anywhere from like $95 for a few mil. Is it coming? Here it comes. Ready? Steady. Spaghetti one. Remember the old ready, get set, have a cigarette. Children, we make up all sorts of goofy things. Alright. Numero 2. Any minute now. Sometimes it matters where the little dripper part is. That seems to have made it worse, so let's go back to where it was. This one just doesn't want to come, so while I'm waiting, I shall do the jasmine. Two, three, four. Nearly got number 3. 3. 2 more. Cypress. Doing 4 cypress. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cypress is a fast dripper. I've been thinking I need some sort of oh, and I just went a bit crazy, but extra rose is perfect. A little thing that holds it up, and I can put the stuff in there and let it drip. Okay. Put that there, and let's put these away. So, rose, geranium, jasmine, fennel, these gorgeous little jars are. Approximately 5 ml. Alright, so here's your beautiful little oil. Let's suck up the oil as we go down. So we can close the lid safely. And as mentioned, you just grab yourself a little drip here from the dripper, put a few little drops on your fingers and then rub that into your tummy or on your temples, under your nose, on your wrists, behind your ears. Just have a smell of that. You can smell that it's really quite uplifting, yeah, enlivening. Really sort of get that rose. It's really lovely. The sort of vibrant and uplifting sense of the fennel and geranium. Perfect. Alright, well, I'll leave this with you. I would suggest applying it daily, perhaps twice daily, and then come back and see me when you need a refill. Wonderful. Well, very lovely to meet you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon.